Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you again to our channel. Today being Sunday, the 1st of March 2026. I'd like to thank you for becoming part of our journey and process. And I'd like to say that is not taken for granted by me, and it's highly appreciated. I'd like to remind you again about the importance of subscribing to the channel, commenting on the content and the manner and methodology of delivery. Your views, opinions will be highly welcome. I thought that today's topic is appropriate for at least two key reasons that I'm going to share with you. One, March marks, at the end of March in particular, 31st of March, marks the end of the financial year for most, if not all, at least those that I know of, public sector institutions in South Africa. Could it be your municipalities, government departments, state-owned enterprises and other state-owned institutions have the 31st of March as the end of their financial year and the reporting period. That's reason number one. Reason number two is that it's been reported that South Africa will host its inaugural Innovation Week this month, during this month of March, somewhere in Gauteng. I think it would be Sandton, Johannesburg. So, and that's I think is important, is critical. So those two reasons triggered me to approach today's session the way I'm about to lay out to you, and to choose the topic as I have done. I say, like, as you know, and as also the name itself suggests, that ours is a channel on innovation and technology, particularly in the sciences, engineering, various facets of engineering, and how that can be utilized for development of the people of Africa, the African continent in particular, and everything around that. So innovation is key. Like, and as we all know, and as I've said before, the system of innovation, both here and elsewhere in the world, has certain elements and players and drivers. Among those, the critical one is the public sector one, the government one, the government-led, all over the world. All nations, all countries, all regions, all entities that have succeeded, demonstrably succeeded in all their innovation endeavors, and that translated in the development of their societies and have had at the core of leadership the public sector in one way or another, anywhere in the world. So the public sector is critical and very important in South Africa and Africa as well. Hence today's topic. So, given that there is going to, the country is going to host this innovation week, which hopefully, is going to commemorate whatever achievements and developments that have been done, look at the current situation, assess it, look at the challenges, chart the way forward, and implement things going forward, involving all stakeholders and elements of the region. But at the core and at the center of that will be the public sector. So what I'd like to argue as we look forward to that occasion, to that event, or that development, and the fact that all public institutions will be reporting their financial year and charting and announcing to us, of course, what they've done and what they intend to do in the year to come. I'd like to argue this afternoon that all public entities, all, including municipalities, at all levels, at metro, districts, and local level, on institutions, all ministries and departments, and entities that report to them should have as a core requirement or as a core performance measure, all of them, the role of innovation. They must develop, provide, and demonstrate what innovation management initiatives and programs, which will boil down to programs they have, and how are they going to implement them? How should they be monitored and measured? And the terms of those, for how long? And what would be the performance measures, and how should they be monitored and measured, assessed and judged, rewarded and punished accordingly? All of them, all institutions, as we move forward. No mayor, no senior public representative, political and professional in any public sector institution should go without having, as part of their performance measures, on which they are going to be measured and judged, punished and rewarded, not having innovation, technology innovation in their spaces, in their respective spaces. And there must be an agreement on how they are going to be measured. All of them. That's the challenge that I'm posing this afternoon. It's as simple as that, and it's been triggered by the fact that we are in the financial year-end month, and that we are going to host the inaugural Innovation Week in somewhere in Gauteng during the course of the month. But I'm saying, like, we as players, as members of the National System of Innovation, as I always emphasize in this channel, must look beyond that and say what programs and systems should be put in place to ensure realization of those ambitions and so on that are embedded in that, and at the core of them should be innovation. And yes, that's my input. That's the contribution for today, and that's what I'd like us to engage in. And yes, I'd like to thank you for your time. Uthemba Wagamataba, I sign off and say thank you and bye bye.